I was actually done with my streaming for tonight. And then I went to look at something else, and this came across my stream. I'm sorry, I'm going to go to the original video so that we can take a look. A woman hit in the face with a brick because she would not give a man her number. Because she would not give a man her phone number. We are under attack. And it hurts. But I'm going to just stream and share. I was trying to decide whether I just want to record it or share it. I'm going to share it. And let's just look at which one. I wanted to get one with, with her specifically talking without going into someone else's whole breakdown of it. But we may not have a choice of that. So let's take a look at, we'll just take a look at this one.
Not one of them, not the dude who hit the woman with... What's up, family? A Houston woman rejected a man's advancements after he asked for her phone number and was hit in the face with a brick. You heard it right, fam. He hit her in the face with a brick because she wouldn't give him her phone number. The uncivilized mutts are running rampant.
Okay, this
They
isn't
need to
it.
be brought to...
I mean, I totally agree with what he's going to say, but I need to see the video. And I know it was on Cynthia G's page, so I think that's where I'm going to go. Because that's where I saw it. So let me just go back there.
Down and subscribe to all notifications so her a bottle of wine, knowing that if she did, they would expect her body in return for a $10 bottle of wine. And what did black women do? Acknowledge that black femicide is an issue, acknowledge the hurt, harm, and pain that's been caused to them, but then shun the notion of not birthing this grave evil into the community. An evil who doesn't recognize itself as an evil, but instead sees you, the ones who give them life, the ones who advocate for them, the ones who care for them, the ones who stick around when their bandit of a father abandons them, as the real evil in our community. Because bandits have set they raggedy, cowardly ass up in videos talking about how they have to purge the evil that is black women from the community, yet black women still refuse to use their powers for good.
If you've been considering homeschooling or feel your child is not thriving in...
Yet again, one of the primary victims of black men's rage, a dark-skinned black woman who has the most potent ability to replicate who they are, which is exactly what they hate, was sitting up in the hospital crying because she was the victim of a struggle bandit who really, one abortion could have remedied the situation. But the issue here is not only was this bandit a problem, but the bandits who stood by and watched her be victimized, then protected the bandit who did it, are also a problem. But black women need to continue to see this in order to face reality. Because
those who stand by and watch it are actually a bigger problem. A bigger problem. I can't, I'm speechless. So Let's just watch it.
This isn't just an issue of one or two males or a small percentage of males in the community. This is an issue of a very overarching problem within the black culture that allows bandits to harm black women and then still get treated as if they are not. Because the community dynamic doesn't acknowledge this. You want to sit here and say this is one or two bandits rather than a whole group of cultural dynamic that they started. This woman doesn't introduce her name, but she does talk about the situation. And quite frankly, I'm just going to let you look at the video, and then you're going to see some comments, and then I'll come back for further commentary on this. But what the Shade Room is reporting is that this woman was hospitalized after being hit in the face with a brick by a man she refused to give her number to. This incident occurred in Houston, Texas. She says she was surrounded by men who did absolutely nothing. She says after being hit in the face with a brick, clearly this bandits attempt to toe tag her and make her become a hashtag. She says that the man got in the car and left the scene after assaulting her, and she is afraid he will never be caught. This was the other bandits' show of solidarity and their attempt to protect this bandit from consequences for harming this woman. This woman could have been toe tagged. You simply cannot be hitting people in the face with a brick. This is a blatant disregard for the life of this woman that meant absolutely nothing to that bandit beyond her willingness or lack of willingness to acquiesce to his desire to get her trapped into a dusty struggle of cycle that we already know accompanies these bandits, because they have nothing beneficial to provide to any woman, not even the women that they deem their preferences. We're not going to act like bandits don't put hands, feet, and TVs on their preferences too, so this is not a black woman issue, this is a bandit issue. This is a bandit issue where you have a bunch of bandits who are raised in a black male worshiping culture and told that they are the most desired males on the planet and that they are the only option to the so-called lowly black women who are not desired by anybody else. So how dare she declines his advantage? How dare she not want to give him her number because she's a black woman? She doesn't have any options other than him. He is a king. He's the prize. So how dare this dark-skinned black woman reject a prize when she should be grateful? That's clearly the attitude of a bandit who will then pick up a brick and hit her in her face in response to her ability to decline him because she's not obligated to give him anything, but clearly he thought so. Go ahead and watch this video. Look at the comments. I'll come back for further commentary.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a yeah, this man hit me, he would grab the rock and he hit me in my face, and I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. You'll see it.
He said, what do you want us to do? When did we become a community where you can't even just say, bro, stop. Bro, wait a minute. So calm it down. What's like, when did we become this? And you know, it's awful because when you think about what 2-3 weeks ago, you had everything happen in Mississippi and everybody ran and stopped it when somebody else was jumping on one of us. But how can we watch this? How can we watch this? And it gets me because even in the time with being jacked, tons of people looking just like me were right there. I'm the only one chasing the person in the car. Like, I'm on feet chasing the person to his car. So, like, I don't know if it's a shock. In this case, it doesn't look like, but what are we doing? What are these boys doing? What are they on? Why are they asleep? What is happening? What is happening?
What y'all be a man? I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna have a man hit me like face.
Like, don't understand, like, I'm just trying to take my friend out from 5 years ago. Like, literally spend the whole money, not bothering nobody. Like, what the kind of is this? I'm in the parking lot just trying to buy some food. And, like, I'm literally like, why is he bossing up on me like this? And I'm looking at all these. They literally let this do all of this. They didn't like really like do all of that. I never thought it was gonna happen, yo. Like, it's so wild. And he's gonna get away with it. He got enough.
And here's famous last words. And this is it. This is why I came back on to share and bring this up. That last thought, that last comment, I never thought he was gonna do it, yo. When I got jacked, I never thought he was gonna do it. When I got sexually assaulted, I never thought he was gonna do it. When I got punched in the face and knocked out and my head hit the curb, that didn't show up as traumatic brain injury until 2017, I didn't know he was gonna do it, yo. We've got to stop. We've got to wake up. They're going to do it. They're going to do it, sis. They're going to do it. You have to protect yourself. You can call 911, ain't gonna do it. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect yourself. And quit. And I don't know, I don't want to assume, but if he was doing, this, there was some words, get out, move. Ain't no talking. If you're talking and he's picked up a brick, it's time to go. No, stop. It's not what it used to be. It's not men don't hit women. Men don't, because I'm just not going to go there at this moment. I might come back and do another video on this. It's not okay ever. But we have got to think and protect ourselves. No one's going to protect us. We are not going to get a pass. That we are not going to, oh, well, he's a woman. He not going to hit me in front of all these men. He going to look like a nothing. Those rules don't apply no more. The game has changed. The game has changed, sis. Protect yourself. Get out. Stay out. Don't be there. And I hate for it to be that, where we can't go somewhere where it's a bunch of whatever. But don't. It just got to be what it's got to be. This is a different world. And here's the thing. The video I posted earlier about predator or protector, the whole reason, the stuff that Princella's talking about, is so that you can know that this is it. Because here's the thing. If you don't know that you're under threat, if you don't know you're under attack, if you don't know you're in a war, you're not going to behave as such. If you knew that you were walking into a war and they have weapons and you don't, you would behave differently than if you think you're walking through a field of people who ultimately have your best good in their hearts. They ultimately want to protect you. They ultimately want to make sure they're not going to let somebody come and just attack a female in a whole group of males. That's a delusion we've been fed our entire lives. We've been fed it with regard to sexual assault. We've been fed it with regard to physical assault. We've been fed it in regards to mental assault. We've been fed it in regards to commercial, corporate assault, patriarchy. We've been fed it and fed it and fed it. It's time, like at this point, we've got to share. We've got to tell sisters, like, no, you got to protect yourself. It is what it is. That's just what it is. Your protector's not there. He's not brown, he's not black, or he's not white. Your predator is there. And he's he. He's not brown, he's not black, he's not white. So if it's he's a predator. You need to know. If you assume that, you will pretty much protect yourself all the time. If you assume he's a protector, we will keep getting this. We will keep getting this. And I've got 54 years behind me that's over and over and over thought I was being protected. And I did not even in the delusion, even in the hospital, even in the brain, oh God, I can't even think of the whole thing it was called anyway, neurofeedback center, getting treatments and all of that. Even through all of that, I didn't get it. I didn't get it until I watched the education that Princella Clark provides on the High Power podcast. And I know if you think I'm pubbing it, I am, because that is the information that would stop this. That is the information that would tell us to go the other way. It's that. Trust your gut. Go the other way. Don't say nothing. Keep moving. Act like you don't hear. Whatever. Now, can you control another person? That doesn't mean it would not have happened. Does not. There's nothing this is not a victim blame. There's nothing she could have done to make him do that or to stop him from doing that. But one thing that I can say, knowledge gives us options. Knowledge gives us options.
Car, he got away. He's never gonna get caught. He's gonna move on. He's probably at an after party right now having a good time. Do you feel good about yourself doing this to a woman? For what? Like, all this violence against black women is not okay. Like, what do I do to deserve this? Like, what is my defense against this? What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why is this man got a brick on my face?" And he's holding a brick, and all these is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and they're all just watching. And they let that get in the car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women? I'm still, it's been 12 hours in the hospital. I'm getting discharged. I do have a concussion, so I gotta take it slow for a week. Unfortunately, I don't have the kind of job that's gonna give me that kind of grade, so, I still got a mother, I still gotta teach, I still gotta work. I really just want the best for everybody. I don't know why people want to kill me. I can't even chew food the next week. I had a vacation I took 6 months ago for my birthday. I'm so afraid, why do people want to hurt me so bad? I really love my community, and just to know that, people hate me to this level, to this kind of level of violence.
video and you also saw the comment section, and trust and believe we're going to get to the clown shit that is the comment.
I'm going to stop. I'm not going to go. You can go watch it on Cynthia's channel if you want to hear her commentary on it. It's disgusting. And I feel, as an empath, I feel the pain of others. And if, and I don't know what I'm seeing. I was just telling an employee last week, I don't know what I'm seeing. Is this the impact or the effect of being, I go back and you look at our history and the inbreeding and the, coming in and the way that slaves were bred in order to create stronger, bolder, workers. And, are we seeing the result of that generationally? Are we seeing the result of ongoing and continued racism? Are we seeing the result of the Willie Lynch type slavery training and breaking? What are we seeing? What is this hatred that we are seeing from within our community to within our community? What is this? It's disturbing. It's sickening, and it angers me. But I had to share that. I do want to leave with the thought of protect yourself. I do. You've got to do what you've got to do, sis. And everybody. Protect yourself. Get where you're safe. Stay where you're safe. Go where you're safe. I mean, I hate that you have to choose, but you do. You have to choose where you go, when you go, time you go, and who's with you and who you're around and the environment. And that's sad. And I hate it, but you've got to do it. And I don't know. This was in Houston, Texas. So Texas got some of the best gun laws. Get your gun license, sis. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do to protect yourself and your family. If you like this and you like what I'm sharing, you believe in what I'm sharing, you know that this is truth because it's truth for you and what you're dealing with. No matter, this isn't about color. This is about attack. This is about femicide. This is about attacks on women. And it being okay as a society. As it is okay as a society to put women in their place. Which really isn't their place, but somebody says that's your place. You're so welcome, Winter Prize. You're so welcome. I am hurt. She lied? Oh boy. Yeah, I must be late. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm going to go look, and if she did, I will come back. I don't know how a hit with a brick in the face on the camera in front of people who saw it happen, who said, what should we have done? I'm not sure how that could be a lie. I'm sorry that I just said that on screen. I'm not sure how that can be a lie. Obviously, everybody there saw it happen because they said, what did you want us to do? So, yeah, no, I do question everything. And I would question you're welcome to share what you mean by it came out that she lied about what? It wasn't a brick, it was a rock. I mean, we're looking at her face before, after, and during at the hospital. We're seeing her show on camera the men who watched it happen. So it happened. So I'm not sure what the lie is. Like maybe she said he had on a red shirt instead of a black shirt. I'm not sure. Help me out. So because I said that I wish I hadn't read that on screen, but I typically do. Please share what the lie is. Yeah. So without any additional information there. And I'm not worried about looking stupid, because there are a lot of unalived women right now as a result of this same thing. So it's still, whatever it is, it's still not okay. Whatever it is that allowed however many of those men standing there to allow a woman to be attacked by a male is not okay. Whatever it was. But I will do further research. But I doubt I will be correct in this video, because there's nothing that I see here that, now maybe that's not the guy, maybe it's a different guy. Maybe it doesn't matter. There is an attack. There is an attack. He was, an unarmed man is shot. Whether he was stealing cigarettes or Mr. Goodbar, he was still shot and he was still unarmed by the police. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know. You guys be blessed. Love you. Hopefully, I'm not coming back on this tonight, but protect yourselves. That's all I got to say. Protect yourselves.